The world has been turned upside over the past 2 years. And so it's no wonder an annual ranking of the most expensive cities across the globe has produced different results this year. The Economist Intelligence Unit, ECA International, has done some analysis of the costs of consumer goods and services in more than 490 locations worldwide. The list takes into consideration several factors such as the average price of household staples, including rent, utilities, public transportation, and the strength of the local currency. It is important to note that the ECA index mainly focuses on the living costs of expats and foreign workers. Are curious to know which cities will cost you the most to travel around? Here we have listed below the top 10 most expensive cities in the world for 2022. Please subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to click on the notifications bell icon to receive alerts for future video uploads. Now, let's get started. In at number 10 we have Seoul, South Korea. It is one of the most amazing cities of the world, which feature contemporary skyscrapers, pop culture, and up-to-the-minute technology. Mostly composed of Buddhist temples, imposing palaces and old street markets, this extraordinary metropolitan city allows you to pay a minimum of $2,000 every month for 2 or 3 bedroom apartments in a good location. An interesting aspect about Seoul is that fruits are really expensive here. Bananas, oranges and apples come here at really expensive prices, and even the cost of milk is a lot more than what you are actually paying in different parts of the world. But Seoul is a gorgeous city and one of the most expensive destinations in the world as well. In at number 9 we have Sydney, Australia. It comes under top 10 most expensive cities in the world to visit and the 3rd position for the most expensive city for dinner outs. Food and drinks are costly in this city, but there are few things that you can do for free. You can explore the free museums, art galleries, beautiful beaches, stunning public coastal walks that allow you to enjoy the spellbinding natural beauty of Sydney. Avoid expensive restaurants and choose to have authentic meals at cheap spots. In at number 8 we have Zurich, Switzerland. It is one of the most expensive cities in the world in 2022. It is home to upscale structures and serves as Switzerland's financial center. With an average monthly rent of nearly $2,000 for a single individual, it is also the most expensive city to rent in Switzerland. It will make you fall in love the moment you land here. The city has some of the highest prices in the world that is only due to the people living here who can afford them. They earn really good wages. Additionally, the city has some of the highest incomes in the world, which may be attributable to the fact that several large banks have their headquarters there. Zurich is well known for its opulent lifestyles, upscale shopping, and designer chocolates. Nevertheless, despite its high cost and magnificence, it is rated as one of the best cities in the world to live in. In at number 7 we have Shanghai, China. It has risen through the ranks to become one of the most expensive cities in the world. The level of wealth in Shanghai is such that private purchases are more expensive than anywhere else in the world. One of the most basic reasons for the increase in expenditure is that the people of Shanghai are now much richer. The pandemic really helped the industry in Shanghai as pharmaceutical and e-commerce industries boomed, making the wealth of billionaires like Li Gu and Colin Hunag grow exponentially. Another factor was that Shanghai's fashion industry is now booming. It has grown to replace London and other cities as the world's fashion capital. In at number 6 we have Tokyo, Japan. It is not a cheap place to take a tour, but yes, it is not as expensive as you may think. You may still visit the city of Tokyo in the budget if you choose street food or cheap fast food restaurants, accommodation in hostels, and transportation through trains or buses. A decent apartment in a good area of the city will cost about $4,000 per month. Almost everything is expensive here, including fruits, taxi rides, phone calls and movies in theaters. These are some of many reasons why Tokyo is one of the most expensive cities of the world. In at number 5 we have Tel Aviv, Israel. You can't compare the cost of living in Israel with that of its Middle East counterparts. The general cost of living in Israel is higher than most OECD countries. The rental prices in Tel Aviv are around $5,500 for a 3-room apartment. Education is also pretty expensive if you want to go for higher education in private schools and international schools. If for some reason, you do not have health coverage and are going to have a baby, then it will cost you around $2,268 for normal delivery and $4,286 for a C-section. The utility and food costs are similarly high within the city. Local transport within the city is also pretty expensive. In at number 4 we have New York, USA. The only American city to rank in the top 10 most expensive cities to live in is New York City. New York is known as the land of opportunity, drawing tons of visitors from all over the world and the United States who are all competing to establish themselves in the city. As a result, the city is so expensive to reside in because everyone wants a piece of the Big Apple. Given the city's current economic situation, we are confident that you are not surprised by this. In recent times, the cost of housing has increased by 12%. Additionally, New Yorkers spend more on groceries than residents of any other city. In at number 3 we have London, UK. A century ago, London was considered the seat of power of the free world. With the end of the British Empire, it looked like the importance of this city would decline, but London has continued to be an ever-present force in the modern world. The city has re-emerged as a global economy and is a favorite tourist destination. The London Eye is one of the most popular sites in the city. According to a survey in 2012, Londoners have the highest quality of life, and their city was ranked 6th for the quality of its infrastructure. The survey included factors like electric supply, water availability, communication services, and public transport. London is one of the world's most modern cities in the world. In at number 2 we have Geneva, Switzerland. It is one of the most expensive countries in the world, and Geneva is certainly one of the most amazing places to have a home in the entire world. If you rent a decent apartment close to the city center, be ready to spend $3,500 per month. Salaries are also very high in Geneva, so you can probably afford it. However, going out and having meals in a mid-range restaurant can go above $100. Alcohol is exceptionally expensive here, but Geneva is a world center for mediation, international corporations and organizations, and for people already living here the prices are very moderate. In at number 1 the most expensive city to live in 2022 is Hong Kong. There are over 7 million people living in this city. You need to be a millionaire prior to even considering buying a property here. Here, the price of a property per square meter is the highest in the entire world, even though a decent apartment costs you a monthly rental of more than $5,000 without furniture. The high expense of living in this metropolis is also a result of all the activities there. Whether you choose to purchase fresh, imported produce or local, market produce will affect the cost of your food. Additionally, alcohol is infamously expensive. On the other hand, transportation is affordable. Well, that's all for today's video everyone, thank you for watching. Please let us know what your overall thoughts are in the comments section below. If you have enjoyed this content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned as we will be bringing more interesting and varied content to this channel and your screens weekly.